Okay, man, so I'm right here at the work site, right? It's been a while since your boy made a video. Um, I ain't say I'm kind of sweating. It's kind of hot out here, but there's some more things going on down here in Memphis, Tennessee, correct? So, like I said, it's been a while since I made a video, but we're gonna be making another one soon, right? In that time period, since I last posted the video, the government has been attacking. They've been attacking hard, right? A lot of this stuff is being coordinated from the civilian level by family and friends, particularly at my job site, right? So the last 3 weeks, I've been attacked every week for the last 3-4 months. And like I said, it's being coordinated by family and friends, right? Okay, so let's deal with the job situation first, correct? Okay, so there's no secret on the job that a lot of things have been going on, a lot of strange things, right? 2 weeks ago, the government made an attempt to kill me literally 3 times. We're dealing with 100-degree heat down here in Memphis. And they done everything they could to make me have a heat stroke. Everything they could to make me have a heat stroke, right? They hit me with all kind of hot shit. They hit me with chemicals, all kind of stuff, right? Okay, so as you can see right here, right, I'm gonna turn this camera around and I want you to see, just look at the setup, okay? So over here, where I'm at, right? You see where that gray truck is at? That's my door, right? Then we have this company right here, next door. Some type of trucking company, I guess they make, they deal with trailers and stuff, right? But a lot of the guys that's off inside that establishment right there, or that so-called business, they have been employed by you know who to engage in, let's say, unscrupulous activities, correct? Okay, that's next door. But again, it's the same playbook that they use, correct? Everywhere, they come to your job, they spread all kind of like poison about you and stuff. So it's the same playbook. So nothing has changed with them, correct? Okay, so let me tell you what's been going on at the job in terms of how they've been targeting me in the field, right? And there's no doubt in my mind that the way they've been able to target me, my job is directly involved. Because see, I work in the field, right? And we go to various, we cut grass all over the city of Memphis. Let's just say it that way, correct? And I've noticed a pattern that when they are really attacking, what they do, or what they've done, correct, is someone at the job, I think I know who, has provided them with a schedule. And by the time we make it to that work site, the operation is already set in motion. It's like they have the network is already operational once we step into that area. And, again, they running by the same playbook. But we're talking about patterns here. So I made a connection, right? So today we're going out into the field. I'm under complete 24-hour surveillance. You're surveilling a man who isn't doing anything, right? Doing absolutely nothing, but you're spending all this federal funding and money on surveilling a man who's not engaged in any criminal activity at all, period, who's just going about his own normal life and business, just doing his thing, right? So, and I'm talking about the surveillance is 24/7. Now, you clearly can see it at nighttime, all kind of like aircraft rolling around, the drones, at work, family, surrounded by confidential informants. right? So I'm surrounded by human intelligence sources. But again, we're going out into the field today. It is extremely hot down here in Memphis. As you see, I drink all kind of water and stuff, right? I drink all kind of water. I try to make sure that I stay hydrated. But if you look at some of my earlier videos, I tell you how they're using certain type of chemical agents that severely dehydrates you along with the microwave weapon, correct? Okay, so let me say this here. The Mexicans showed up kind of late today, right? They showed up kind of late today. And we've been here at the work site for 7:48. Their car, all three of them on the inside, but their car is still running. Their car is still running, right? Why would you have your car running for an hour straight? All y'all on the inside, you know, you're playing games, tinkering on stuff, like you're working on something. There's a camera inside the shop, right? Everything is being recorded, no doubt. If we look at footage from the internal camera off inside that shop from, let's say, 6 minutes ago when I started this video, let's just give it 8 minutes, right? You're gonna see something that occurred behind me with one of the Hispanic dudes, correct? All on camera. It's all on camera. There are cameras all over this place. So when you get an expert analyst, because I've been complaining about this stuff for years, when you get an expert analyst to look at some of this camera footage, they're going to be able to immediately discern that something definitely is going on, correct? In terms of, you know, how people set up, body mannerisms, movements, how certain people are, how can I say it? How they are interacting with one another. Now, the Hispanic guy that drives the truck, he wanted me to go over to the shop next door and ask them some frivolous question about a boat and a lug. See, right now, the Hispanic guys are off inside the shop trying to play dumb, correct? But I'm going to play dumb right along with them. I'm going to play dumb right along with them. 2 days ago, we was at an apartment complex, and again, we were talking about 115-degree weather. And I'm being hit with all type of, like, you know, I'm sweating profusely, which there's no reason for me to sweat profusely like that. Heartbeat, running, rapid pulse, all that kind of stuff, right? And again, if you look at some of my other videos, I go into more detail on how they use these energy-directed weapons. They've been using them against me for years, right? But not only have they been using it against me for years, but again, they running the same playbook, right? So you got all these guys up here at the work site, like they going to intimidate me or something, like I'm going to back down. No, I'm not backing down from y'all. I'll die before I back down from gang stalking and all that kind of stuff, man. I'm not scared of these folks. Whatever gonna happen is gonna happen. That's how it's gonna go down, right? We're talking about state, and in the end, in the final analysis, we're talking about state-sponsored terrorism. State-sponsored terrorism. That's what we're talking about in the end. I'm talking about an operation that runs 24/7, 365 days a year. It's not nothing that's being imagined. We're not imagining what's going on here. We clearly, I mean, again, right? If we get people in here that know about surveillance, know about counter-surveillance type techniques, know about certain government harassment techniques, they're clearly going to see that something is going on, correct? So I've been trying to, you know, just mind my own business. But you can only mind your own business for so long because, you know, you have these cowards. Because, see, as far as I'm concerned, they are a criminal gang. They're a criminal gang. They're not federal agents. They none of that, right? But they've been trained to indulge in certain types of activities, physical activities, because these people have been trained on how to direct energy weapons. You know, they've been trained on on how to set up microwave weapons and all that kind of stuff, right? But they are a criminal gang. That's what they are. They are a criminal gang. So with them being a criminal gang, they got to get treated like a criminal gang. They got to get treated like gang members on the streets. They're not going to be afforded, right? And I'm saying right now, I just saw this little ass Mexican dude behind me doing his thing. It was caught on camera. It definitely was caught on camera. It can't be erased. You know what I'm saying? Not only was it caught on camera, but also those cameras are being monitored assiduously. Someone is watching those cameras, right? So with them watching the cameras, they're not going to be able to erase the footage. So I'm going to go out into the field today. And like the last 3 times they targeted me in the field. And again, this information, this schedule has been fed to them by someone at the job. So I don't know how they do it, you know, maybe the night before or what have you. They request, okay, well, give us the schedule the next day of you know, where y'all gonna cut the properties at, right? So, you know, the job is turning the schedule over to them. And when we get to a particular work site, again, they already have the targeting information. They've already recruited the agitators and informants in the area. The area is under heavy surveillance, right? Because someone at the job provided them with the intelligence, right? Provided these people with the information that they needed, where they could, again, go into the area, saturate the area, recruit people inside the area, set up, you know, microwave stations inside the area, what have you. I mean, you know, they use all type of tactics against people, right? But I've been drinking water all night long. It makes no reason for me to be dehydrated, none of that kind of stuff, because I drink water all day. I don't care, you know, again, you know, I indulge in a little alcohol, right? That I do. But the amount of alcohol I drink comes nowhere near in comparison to the amount of water that I drink. And again, it's hot down here in Memphis. We definitely can say that, right? We got, you know, we having weather that's reaching like 115 degrees. But the question that should be asked in the future is, what were you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish? Okay, obviously you're not going to intimidate me. Obviously you're not going to break my spirits, right? We well past that. We well past that. You're not going to break my spirits, period. I will never bow to you people, man. I will die first. Is what I'm saying, right? Okay, so we're an hour into the work schedule and the Hispanics are still in the shop. Their car is still running. Strange cars are driving back and forth through the parking lot. Right? So I knew last night that the operation was going to be on today. That's what I did know. Right? It's going to be on all day in the field. All day in the field it's about to be on. But I'm going to tell you like this here, man. I already made a promise that today I'm going to attack for sure. I'm going to attack for sure today. Right? I'm going to try not to attack them Hispanic dudes, but, you know, they're illegal immigrants. They're illegal migrants. So, you know, me attacking them, it means absolutely nothing. They in the country illegally anyway. But I'm going to try to be nice and cordial with them is what I'm going to try to do, right? We're going to see what today brings. Of course, today will be full of tricks. It's going to be full of tricks today. So, you know, we're going to find out. We're getting ready to roll now after they done played around. But I'm telling you right now, man. The reason why I haven't posted a video, well, you know, it's various reasons why I haven't posted video, right? But within that interim, rolling